Hi, kids. Oh, it's our final time together this season. Thanks so much for coming out. I know there was some confusion. Some of you couldn't make it out last week because the road was frozen shut. And I got some wonderful calls today from folks. One gentleman said, I'm just an old fella, and it was too cold last week to come out to the concert. So thank you so much for answering your phone. Is there going to be a concert tonight? I hope you made it, sir. Indeed, this is a bonus concert, and it's a cooperative event between the Missoula City Band and the Missoula Community Concert Band. Now, for you, unless you happen to be a member of one of those groups that aren't on stage right now with us because of the corona, that we can only have 35 players on stage, and we've got 80 members in the community band. So there's plenty of folks that are not joining us on stage. And about 100 years ago, when the city band was the only act in town, we didn't have any way for adults to play band music the rest of the year. So, along with a bunch of friends of mine, we started the Missoula Community Concert Band. And it goes 2 sessions. There's a fall and then there's a winter session. And we're not a competitive group at all. And for the most part, we're the same people. There's a little bit of back and forth. Some people do one, some people do the other. Most of us do them both. All right? That's all you need to know about it. The Missoula City Band is sponsoring this. And for the most part, the Missoula City Band is on stage, but it's also the Missoula Community Concert Band. Now we got that out of the way, it doesn't matter. And now this is the point that I need to ask you to take out your cell phones and don't turn them off. All right, instead, text area code 406-840-4987. That's Montana, 980-4987. Just say who you are and what zone you're in. And remember, the zones go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. In the trees is 11, and everybody else is in the outfield. And if you do that, we'd appreciate it, just in case the health department would need to get in touch with you, okay? But we made it through the whole season, and we're going to make it through this one as well. Let me get through all the paperwork. I don't like to start a concert like this. We never do. I'm doing it tonight just to get it out of the way because there's so many things going on. So I've got a list of thank yous, and then some a little bit of paperwork, and then off on the concert, and everything will be germane to the music once we get there. First off, I'm gonna allow one separate applause for the reason this band can be together, especially during this time, is because of Amanda Tish and her mother Becky. It wouldn't happen if it wasn't for them. Right? Plain and simple. I'd like to thank the city. Hey, now hold your applause for the rest of them, because everyone else isn't near as important as Amanda. And I don't want to wear you out, okay? I want you to save some for the concert. We'd like to thank the city of Missoula, and we hope that here before the end of the month that they'll approve their budget, and that we will be a part of that budget, and everything will be hunky-dory. We appreciate the city and their support of the Missoula City Band. Don't applaud. We've got a couple of corporate sponsors, businesses that donate to keep us together. And our springtime sponsor is, well, I got it written down here, man, so I don't forget stuff. Blackfoot Communications, in honor of Bill Squires, their former president, and they donate every year when we play the Missoula Gives concert. And then they've got a corporate sponsor during the entire year long, the Edwards Jones agents here in town. Did any of them show up today? Is there some Edwards Jones people here? Look for people with nice suits. Yeah? Okay, I don't think those kind of people dress summer casual. Thank you so much for them. Through the community band, the basic sponsor of their season is Legence Benefits Management Plan, who take care of many of our insurance programs, and they sponsored this particular concert, the Ranch Club. I'd like to thank them. Thanks every single week for his fine work with us and his wonderful personality, Jay Straw and High Tech Audio. Don't applaud yet. We're all going to do it together at one time. But thank you, Jay. To Ron Skoll and Missoula Community Access TV, which has already started to show our concerts on MCAT. Thanks, buddy. It keeps my relatives away. Just send them a link to MCAT, you know. Thanks so much to Dorothy and Jim Henderson, our flag couple. And after like 20 years, I finally know their names. I still have to write it down, but I got you. Thank you so much. My 86-year-old buddy from Idaho, whose birthday is today. Sorry, we don't have happy birthday. We did a happy birthday the other night during rehearsal, but we don't have it in the folder tonight, nor do we have the Star Spangled Banner in the folder. It's a difference with groups, so we'll do a different American tune to get to start off with. And then I have a couple of things here. Oh, and then there was a couple of things I couldn't read because my handwriting is so horrible. I want to thank these wonderful musicians on stage. Now we can applaud one time. Now if I've forgotten something, we'll find out about it. Okay, we can roll now. The concert, I sometimes conduct the Missoula Community Band. And I was lucky enough this year to do so, but it fell right after the passing of my mother. She lived a good long life, and many of you have met her. She was 98 when she passed, and she was lucky enough probably to go before the corona, because she was living in an assisted care facility in Florida. Lordy. So she died of natural causes at 98, and I really was reluctant to take the concert on because of my own problems with that. I decided to pour myself into the project, and this band came along with me as we took a look at repertoire. It gave me a chance to do some things that I've always wanted to do before. Everything is related to my mom, but it's for all mothers. It's for all the mothers here, off stage and on stage. It's for everyone with a mother. Whether near or far, whether here or gone. It's a concert entitled For Mom, and I'll be just sharing little snippets of some personal things, because I'm afraid, unlike usual concerts, everything is personal on this concert. But it's not just me. You could do without all the baggage, all my personal grief and baggage of losing my wonderful mother, and still be a wonderful concert, because this is great music, tune after tune. If it's not great music, it's really fun music. So it's one or the other, folks, and you're in for a real treat. I'm so thankful that you're here this evening. And in lieu of the Star Spangled Banner, in 1945, right after the war, when my parents were dating, Aaron Copland, who is an American composer, was commissioned to write a ballet. And it didn't have a name. And after he wrote it, and they staged it, they finally gave a name to it, though he had no idea it had anything to do with Appalachian. It's called Appalachian Spring. It wasn't named that when he wrote it. And what it does is show, in this particular movement, it shows a couple just doing their ordinary, simple tasks of being alive. And I chose it because of its simplicity, which my mother was the queen of simplicity. She wasn't a simple person. She was simple intentionally. And that was a wonderful thing. And most of us don't know the name that Copland gave it, Variations on a Shaker Hymn. We know it because of its simple name. Here is Simple Gifts. One of the players after rehearsal said, it's a much more difficult program than what we usually do. Usually I pick one real meaty piece for the band, just for the musician's sake, and hope that you guys will enjoy it. She said every piece we're doing this week is that caliber. That's a classic piece, Simple Gifts. In listening to repertoire as I was choosing stuff, I came back to this work, O Magnum Mysterium, and just because it's so beautiful, and it's fairly current. It was written in 2003. And as I brought a recording up on it, I just began to weep, and I couldn't stop myself. I knew I needed to program it. The composer was, his intention is to invoke a quiet song of profound inner joy. Its inspiration is the Magnum Mysterium, the mysterious birth of Christ child. But man, does this speak about inner joy. Enjoy O Magnum Mysterium. It's okay if you cry. It's okay. What a powerful piece of music. Even when some of us do some unexpected things. Me included. I think I went in a halftime. And about 2 bars later, I'm trying to figure out what just happened there anyway. Yeah, I went in a halftime, and some of the band came along with me, you know, and so, yeah, some went their own way, but we got back together again. Oh. Well, one of the sweetest moments with my mother, they included many of you, on a Wednesday before, I told you that my mom was going to be visiting, and I made a joke. I said, hey, I'm going to sit her right up here, and hey, will you come up and tell her what a wonderful son she has, right? You know, just lie, it's okay, but you'll make the old gal's day. And I brought her and sat her in a chair, and there was a receiving line waiting for her. It was absolutely wonderful, and my mother was just overjoyed. She really thought that she'd done right, you know. Well, and I thank you for that. And on that concert, we did her favorite musical of all time with this wonderful favorite singer of ours that I conjured her coming back. So that on her second rise to our stage this summer, you're lucky enough to have my mother's favorite musical sung by Caitlin Sisler. Yeah, I like the thunder. Is that thunder or is that just wind in the microphones? Oh, okay. You know, it's okay if it rains, all right? It's okay.
Tea, a drink with jam and bread. aspetto, do, 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 So I need a falling thread, a note to follow, so tea and drink with jam and bread, and then brings us back to dough. Raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens, bright copper kettles and warm woolen mittens, brown paper packages tied up with strings. These are a few of my favorite things. Cream-colored ponies and crisp apple strudels, donuts and slavers and schnitzel with noodles, wild geese that fly with the moon on their wings. These are a few of my favorite things. When the dog bites, when the bee stings, when I'm feeling sad, I simply remember my favorite things, and then I don't feel so The hills are alive with the sound of music, with songs they have sung for 1,000 years. The hills fill my heart with the sound of music. My heart wants to sing every song it hears. My heart wants to beat like the wings of the birds that rise from the lake to the trees. My heart wants to sigh like a chime that flies from a church on a breeze, to laugh like a brook when it trips and falls over stones in its way, to sing through the night like a lark who is learning to pray. I go to the hills when my heart is lonely. I know I will hear what I've heard before. My heart will be blessed with the song of music, and I'll So the next song is a song by Dvorak. It's part of his Gypsy Cycle song, or Gypsy Song Cycle, but this is the most famous song of that cycle. It's been played by every instrument that there is. It's called Songs as My Mother Taught Them, and I'm going to sing it in English. It's originally written in Czech, but in the United States it's really common to sing it in English, so you hear the message of the song. And I chose this song because Gary asked me to pick, he's like, pick a song from classical repertoire that has something to do with mothers, and this is like the first thing that I thought of, and so I asked him if he liked it, and he said yes. So, yeah. So enjoy Songs as My Mother Taught Them by Dvorak.
I want you to stay on stage, Caitlin. Just sing the rest of them. Just make. I was sleepless on Monday after rehearsal. I couldn't get the, and the tune's not a minute and a half long. Oh Lordy, songs my mother taught me. Ugh. All right, I've been famous for it this summer, going from the sublime to the ridiculous. Well, this is a huge contrast. Get ready. We've been working on this piece for a year. We read it in the city band like June of last year before the corona ever came, and it was like, oh my God, no, we can't do that. And then I brought it to the community band. We rehearsed it for 7 weeks. It was like, well, maybe we can. And then the corona came and blew all that away. And we were almost ready for our concert, and we reclaimed it this evening. So I don't think I've ever prepared so long for a concert in my life. It's been 9 months of getting ready for it. So all the mistakes I make tonight, I'm just amazed at, because how could it possibly be? I prepared these pieces for so long, and still I don't know what I'm doing. This song was published the year my mother was born. And it is so much fun Feel free to sing along, but wear your mask if you do. Here is Ain't We Got Fun. That's okay. I'll talk while you get that, kid. I heard, oh, no, 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 no. Ah. There we go. Jay's fixing our sign. I decided not even to put them on the stand tonight because they end up on the ground anyway. All right. This composition I chose because I played it in a number of funerals before. It's like the second or third choice, you know, after all the usuals, especially with musicians that we typically go to classical repertoire. And Dvorak, who you heard the second tune that Caitlin sang this evening, was also written by Dvorak, an immigrant who came here that embraced both native and black cultures and wrote American music for us. And he did that with this symphony, his New World Symphony, New World being the United States of America. And after he passed, his most famous student, favorite student, a black man, took this movement and wrote words to it. And that's what many of us use in memorial services all the time. It also happens to be the tune arranged by Vincent Frank Safranek, who was the band director at Fort Missoula in 1895 that inspired that whole concert 2 weeks ago. It was this piece that came up with my talks with Bill Holland, our former director, going, do you realize that, guys? He cut his teeth at Fort Missoula. Well, this is the reason that we found out about it. Here's from the New World Symphony, Largo. Well, that's a hard work to pull off. I can't imagine that guy doing it out of Fort Missoula 120 years ago. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. All right. The community band was nice enough to let me commission a work for this special occasion. So it's never been heard before, and you'll hear it plenty of times from here on off. It's finally a march for Mother. Every year when I was with her, I'd sing this song, regardless if she wanted it or not. And when I was here, we usually had Ed Norton gigs on Mother's Day. We play the second Sunday of the month, and that's in May. That's Mother's Day. So Kyle would turn on his phone, and I would sing to my mother back in Florida this song. I will keep away from the microphone, but you'll know the song. It's M-O-T-H-E-R, the Mother's song, and the counter melody that weaves its way through this the entire time is Auld Lang Syne, which is a way of remembering. Auld Lang Syne, am I going to forget you, long ago, and that happened to be written also in 1921, the year of my mother's birth. For the first time ever, for my good friend Gene Milford, a March aficionado at Akron University in Ohio. Here is Mother's March. Cute. That's going to be published there. That's a fine one. It's much better instrumentally than me singing it, I'll guarantee you. My good friend Mike Rosbarski knows Mom. We've been buddies for a long time, and he's met my mom and wanted to do something special for her when she passed. And we had difficulty in coming up with what to do for her. And she's a good church lady, my mom. And Mike finally came up with a tune. He'll feature a number of folks in the band, ending with her grandson, Kyle, on tuba. It's a wonderful composition based off of Jesus Loves Me. And I'd like to especially thank the Missoula City Band for helping make it possible, and for two folks sitting in the band on flute, Kim Ashwell and Candy Johnson on clarinet, for helping bring this to fruition. And my buddy Mike Rosbarski, who, if I forget to ask to stand up at the end, is just going to stand up and start waving around anyway. He's out in the audience. He wants to hear this piece from that perspective. Here is Jesus Loves Me, titled For Mom. God, one after another. Oh, they're coming for me. Okay. I don't know how I missed this composition. But lucky for Kyle that I have, because he's finally doesn't have to play it till now. And he was slow coming to it, I want you to know. That he wasn't absolutely convinced. My mom had some favorites about pop tunes. She was very much a rose-colored glasses kind of gal, and she loved the Unicorn song by the Irish Rovers, okay, about the mythical animal. Thank God there's no band arrangement of that. And for her birthday and Mother's Day, we'd always do sing-alongs, and I had to do this song. And in digging, in researching repertoire for this concert, I found an arrangement of Puff the Magic Dragon, Peter, Paul, and Mary, and it's been around since 1963. I would have been playing this since that time. I was 10, almost playing a horn by then, and it's written for tuba solo and band. And it's my mother's favorite pop tune. So I implored upon Kyle to please consider, and it is so dang cute. Here's Maxine's grandson, Kyle, and Puff the Magic Dragon. Dang, they got a social distance. I want to go give the boy a hug. Don't do it. I won't. Well, thanks so much for coming out and sharing. We kept away from the clouds, or at least from the rain. And indeed, we won't be here again next week, folks. It's been so much fun to be able to share this wacky summer together, and that we've been able to do such and be successful at it. And bless us all for doing that.
On behalf of the Missoula Community Concert Band, we would like to thank Mr. Gillette with a lovely bouquet of flowers and a gift certificate to his favorite brewery. Thank you, Gary, for everything you've done for us.
Oh, I've got a great story about Alfredo Chipolato and concert flowers. Thanks so much for sharing this with us, the community band and city band, all you wonderful folks, Jay and company, and this wonderful band for coming along with us. Wanted to end with something just fun. Also, it was even though it was written before my mother was born. Can you believe that? Something that's old. It was written in 1914, but it was a hit in 21. That's when my mother was born. It was a hit again in 42 and in 48 when this guy picked it up. Tex Beneke, enjoy the St. Louis Blues March. so much, folks. Thanks so much for sharing our summer with us. Thanks to George Washington for being here.